everybody, Scott Smith at Rusnak BMW in Southern California. We got our first 2016 BMW 340 sedan with the M Sport package. So definitely wanted to show you this. Been trying to shoot it for a few days here, but this is in our mineral gray metallic with our black oyster highlighted interior. I want to show you that, something new for the 16s. Now right off the bat, this one's pretty loaded. We do have the M Sport and we do have the track handling package on it, but it has been upgraded from the 18-inch wheels to the 19-inch wheels. You're going to get a variable sport steering with that track handling packet, which is really awesome, especially in the canyons or slow driving. You know, less turn of the wheel, you get more of a degree out of the turn of the wheels. So from the steering wheel to the wheel, very nice, very responsive, especially up in the canyons. Kind of like our older sport steering we used to have back on the 5 Series. First came out with the sport packages back in 04, 05. It was a lot of fun to drive at the training events that we had. So very fun to get that track handling package and take it up into the canyons. Okay guys, so right off the bat, as you can see, we've got our M Sport custom front bumper. Now this is the 340, so it does come standard with your LED headlights. And you've got your LED running lights too, daylight running lights. So really nice signature look now, something definitely different from last year. This one was ordered with the black kidney grills, so really nice aggressive look. Let's go ahead and head to the back. Now, also what you get with that track handling package is you're going to get the performance, the M brakes. So the upgraded M Sport brakes, which will be 4-piston up front, 2-piston in the back. A very nice feel in the pedal from what I've heard. Just a nice little touch of performance, especially if you're out having fun. So let's get a little rev time. Over there. Not too bad. Some nice bubbling there from the exhaust. Let's go ahead. We're going to go underneath the hood now. Show you underneath there. This is a twin scroll single turbo 3-liter inline 6. It's called the B58 is the code for this engine now, and it's going to be 320 in horse. Nice. And 330 in foot-pounds of torque. Thanks, Johnson. And you're going to have 320 horsepower, 5,500 RPMs, and you've got the 330 in torque hitting you at 1,380 RPMs. So sorry about that. Horsepower is going to be at 5,500 RPMs. Got a little stumble there. So you can see we've got a nice new cover on the engine here. Just some nice styling, BMW stepping it up. Let's go ahead and close this up. Alright, and you can see we've got the Shadowline exterior around the windows here. They've made a lot of stuff standard on this car, guys. Let me do a walk around, show you. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do right now? Let me turn on the rear lights for you, because they upgraded those for us. Let's just hit the hazard button. So really nice touch. I know I got a couple other videos out there with going down in the basement. One thing I like too with the blinker is now it comes across here. So it's really nice touch. You know, on the previous year, one of my other videos, you've got the bulb and this just blinks for the side blinkers. So really nice touch. But yeah, check out those other videos where I did it down where it was less lighting, you know, glows a little bit more, but what a really nice touch. All right, let's go in the back seat, show you some of the highlights. It does have the Harman Kardon sound system standard, so you can they've done the signature gray covering to the speakers. This one's got your Oyster highlights, so here's some of your contrast stitching that comes with that. You can see it along the side of the seat. Also nice little highlight finishes here in this kind of pearlescent, kind of a chrome accent around the air conditioning. And as you can see, you can adjust it a little bit too, so to make it a little bit warmer in the wintertime, cooler in the summer. Got your power source back there. Cup holders in the rear armrest. There is seating for 5. Whoops. They've also upgraded the seat belt attachments for children. Also, we've got the anthracite headliner. That's going to be standard. Sport seats are going to be standard. Let's go ahead and show you the trunk. 12 cubic feet of storage here in the trunk. Now this one's been upgraded to the 19-inch wheels, and it has the run flat tires. So you'll see we'll have additional storage underneath the floor. Run flat, so you can go up to 50 miles per hour for 50 miles, so you can get somewhere safe and replace them. Also, you can see the 20-40 split seat standard. Also, batteries back here for better balancing. They store it back here for you. Let me also go over, well, I'll go over the list when I get inside. Let's touch on the sticker here. So as you can see, 2016, you can see the base price there. Has gone up a couple grand almost since last year, but I'll go over the laundry list of great items that BMW has made standard now for you. You guys can pause this anytime you want if you just want to go over the details. But you can see down here, this is probably one of the most popular equipped setups we have for the 340. I think it's just over 58,000 here for US dollars. One thing to mention too, there's your gas mileage, 22 and 33 with an average of 26. Location of assembly, Munich, Germany. One thing to mention too, the 0 to 60 on this, guys, is 4.8 through BMW, which the previous year, whoops, there we go, the previous year was 5.1 through BMW on the 335. And I've had multiple 335 models in the past. Awesome combination of acceleration and the size and balance of this car. So I can't wait to really get out and try one of these when we get one that's properly broken in. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. Let's turn off the hazards. Go over that list of stuff that we've upgraded in this car too. So we do have the satellite radio included with a year's worth of service. So that's going to be included in the standard car. Comfort access, that's complete keyless entry. So that way the key can just stay in your purse or your pocket. Don't have to pull it out, just grab the door handle, open the car up, touch the door handle when you're leaving to lock the vehicle. Also, then you can kick open the trunk if your hands are full, so you do have that feature with the comfort access. Lumbar support in the front two seats is included. The Sport line that we had last year for an additional cost for styling upgrades. Most of that package is now standard. LED headlights, Harman Kardon surround sound system, 16 speakers, 600 watts. Sport auto transmission with the paddle shifters. Now that's going to be standard. LED fog lights, sport seats, anthracite headliner, and the alarm system is all standard now. So you definitely have thousands of dollars worth of items added to this car for less than $2,000. So it's one thing I've really enjoyed working for BMW for a long time, for over 16 years now, is that if they do have to raise the base price, they will give you a lot of value and a lot of cool items for doing that. So I think these will definitely be things that people will appreciate. Also, we got the new fine line anthracite wood trim standard. Use your glove box, definitely a lot of space. But you can see all the nice finishes they've done. Also, one thing with the trim here now, it runs all the way across through the doors, all the way back. So the same type of trim that you'll have on the dash will run through the doors. The anthracite headliner, isn't that nice sporty trim? Now with the seat here, with the black, with the oyster highlights, definitely you can see it in the stitching. But if you look down the inside here, you've also got some oyster piping. So just a nice touch for the 16s. We do have our extender here, so nice for a little better hamstring support. Long drives. You've also, with your sport seats, you've got the width adjustment too, so you can have more support. Long drives by moving both the side bolsterings in or out. Also, the key now has the, what we used to have last year was the coloring on there for the Sport line or M Sport. We had, now you get that standard now with the bigger engine. So a really nice touch. Also, do have a little storage shelf here, basically, no cover anymore. Also, the chargers have been moved out, so it's easier if you do have larger items to plug in. It's instead of having it tucked down here last year. And then we've got the sliding cover for the cup holders. It's one thing with BMW over the decades, they definitely like to hide the cup holders. You know, they don't want you drinking while you're driving, they want you to enjoy the car. So it's one thing I've always seen, and something they've always believed in is, we don't want you to see any cup holders at all, just have fun driving. Also over here on the door, they've also put a place where you can put a water bottle at 45 degrees, so they've even stepped up to the American demand of having multiple drinks in your car. Got your great dead pedal, left a rest spot here for that left foot, really nice styling. Also, you've got your highlights here, guys, with the buttons. They've done that for the 16s. Goodness, sorry about that, left the hazards on. Let's put the lights to automatic. But really like that M Sport steering wheel. I know you've heard it from me before, but the Nappa leather, it's thicker, easier to see the gauges, a lot more of an open steering wheel. Now the navigation unit, our iDrive system, has been upgraded to new hardware, faster startup for the nav, and also the voice command system. Also it has over-the-air updates for our system, so that's nice, instead of having to maybe do your own physical update or having it brought into service during servicing and having an update. Now we've also, get the sun from coming in here. Also here, guys, we do have high gloss black trim across here all the way through, instead of more of a matte finish we've had in the past. Also a pearlescent chrome finish that you'll see around here, so it just gives it a little bit more of an eye-catching design. Also the screen here for your air conditioning, climate control, has gone to the white numbering during the day, and then at dead of night, headlights are on and stuff, it will go back to the orange. It's not going to be as bright and distracting. We still have our favorite shortcut buttons, 1 through 8, and those will come across the top of the screen there, and I'll show you what you have set on there. So it's really nice. You can have shortcuts, you can have phone numbers, you can have addresses, in case you're in the middle of a valley, trying to figure out which freeway to get back home. Just push it and it'll do it the quickest way if you have it set that way. Also, you've got your controls here on the steering wheel, plus, minus, voice command. And you've also got the phone, cruise control, dynamic cruise control. Also, and this one does have the heads-up display, which I know right now is pretty hard to see through the camera. And you've got the compass up in the mirror. You've got your garage door openers, easy to get to. And then you've got your 8-speed sport automatic transmission. Couple things to show you here. This is the release button right here. A lot of clients start pulling, yanking, trying to figure out what to do with this controller here. So just wanted to mention, hold that in. Goes to drive. Also, the indicator is going to be right up here. There's your your drive, your transmission indicator. Also, we've got this in sport right now, which is right here. One thing I wanted to show you on that, I'll get back to the transmission in just a second. Let's go on up now. I go up to sport here. As you can see, we'll get down to the settings, configure. This way you can do drivetrain and the chassis, drivetrain or just chassis. So depending on how you want that button to be, suspension or drivetrain or both. So it's nice depending on where you're going to be driving and what you want to do. They'll let you customize it even further. So right now I'm in drive. If you want to go into reverse, just hold that and go all the way forward. And then the rear camera comes up and the sensors on the right. As you can see, we do have the green lines activated right now. That's your direction of travel. Red is your maximum return. And then we also have the obstacle warnings indicator there, which you can see with that yellow box. Get rid of those. Get rid of the lines and just have a nice high-res camera. On the bottom of the screen there, that's your actual bumper. So if you run into something, you can actually see yourself do it. So and we've got the sensors over there. Let's go back to the menu. As you can see, it's very easy and quick to get to things. The voice command system is amazing. That's one thing that I think a lot of people haven't utilized, but please, you definitely plan on getting one of these. Sit with the geniuses if you can. Really sit and really know how this car works and stuff, because these systems are fast, quick, and very easy to use. Also, that heads-up display that we have up here, as you can see flashing right there, the 0. It has a lot of stuff that will come up there in the screen. I mean, you've got navigation directions, your phone history to pick a previous phone number to call, your presets or radio settings will come up there. So there's a lot. I have it on my current car and I've had it in the past, and it's just, you hardly even have to look away from the road to do a lot of functions that you normally do every day. Now, one thing to mention too with this transmission, I'm in reverse. Now, going to drive, I just pull it back. That's all I have to do. One thing too, the park is obviously on top. I don't need to move it. I can just push the button. But let's say I'm in drive and I'm over in my sport automatic mode. When I pull this over, it's going to say S1. It's an automatic with attitude. That's what I call it. So it's just more a performance setting for shifting, hanging out in the gear a little bit longer. Now from here, you could push forward and do the manual. And you can see there, M1, M2. But one thing I wanted to show you about our electronic shifter here, let's go back into the sport. I'm not moving and I just turned the car off. Automatically puts it into park, even moves the shifter over for you. So something pretty cool every time I show the clients that. Great storage in the center armrest. There you can plug in your phone. Guys, one thing to mention now with the streaming Bluetooth with apps, music, contacts, really the only reason you're going to have to plug in your phone is really just to charge it. Pretty much all the other advanced settings and stuff that we have and dealing with your music apps and all that kind of great stuff really is just all Bluetooth. So most of the cool stuff you're going to deal with your phone. We even have an app you can download so that way you can even find your car, make sure it's locked. There's different features to it. So, and our app store is going to be getting even better here because we do have, with the navigation system, you'll have online services included for 3 years with these new cars. So it's nice. And what we'll do is we just go quick to menu, connected drive, and then you would go down here. Let's see, where are we? BMW Online. So online services like Yelp, live news, gas prices, and we'll have more and more apps coming out to be able to go through there and go through with the car instead of using your phone, your data through your phone. Let's go ahead and open these back up. Key back in here. Cool. Let me give you some more shots on the outside. Yeah, if you guys like the video, please share it with your other media sources. If you got any questions, throw it down below. Also, if you guys are looking for a new or used car in the state of California, please send me an email. Just go to the About section of my channel. But hey, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one.
Q7 is Audi's largest crossover, and it's the only crossover that comes with 7 passenger seating. Now the Q7 is slotted up above the Q5 in terms of price, feature content, and size too. And Audi's smallest crossover is the Q3, and it's also the cheapest and has the least feature content as well. Now, as far as styling goes on this all-new Q7, I love it, and I love how Audi didn't overdo it with the styling. You have clean-cut, handsome exterior looks, and you still do have a big old front grille, and it certainly does give it some presence. Overall, not a bad-looking vehicle. Certainly looks pretty good, and you do have these big old 20-inch alloy wheels that are star designed, as they like to call it. Now, our Q7 is the Premium Plus, and it comes with that package, which comes with a host of goodies such as Apple's CarPlay and Android's Auto, and it also comes with this smart key here. And I love Audi's new key fob design. Looks pretty good in my opinion. Very high quality looking. You have your unlock, your lock, your power tailgate, and then your panic button as well. Now this color of the Q7 is known as the graphite gray metallic, with smart key access on all 4 doors of the vehicle. Also comes with a full-on black leather interior. Power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar. sitting inside of the all-new Q7 here, the best way to describe the design of the interior is simple yet elegant. But it's a really nice cabin design. Can feel a little austere in here, but it's still very nice. The step-in height is fairly low for the Q7 as well, and has pretty ease of ingress and egress. There you do a push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 3-liter supercharged V6. Full leather-wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have an 8-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission. Now this shifter kind of looks like the shifter that you'll also find in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, but in the way it operates, it kind of reminds me of BMW a little bit. Now basically you just go down for drive, up for reverse, and then you do push for park with this little button right here on the shifter. You also got manual shiftability, the other power shifters too. When you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. You also do have front parking sensors and rear parking sensors as well. And your electronic parking brake is located right here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights. And the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the Q7. Go ahead and pump up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Blind spot detection is available. Now with this new generation Q7, Audi's main goal was to build upon the recipe that made the original Q7 such a success. You have 20-inch, 10-spoke, Star Design bicolor wheels. Coming up front, you'll find high-intensity discharge headlights with LED daytime running lights. You also do have headlight washers too. Powering the Q7 here is a 3-liter supercharged V6 that produces 333 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 325 pound-feet of torque at 2,900 RPM, with EPA estimates being a very respectable 19 in the city and 25 on the highway. And all-wheel drive is optional as well. And your only gearbox is going to be an 8-speed automatic. This 3-liter supercharged V6 certainly provides good acceleration numbers and really good fuel efficiency for how much power it has. Now competitors of the Q7, you have the BMW X5, Range Rover Sport, as well as the Acura MDX. On the top right here, you do have roof rails, shark fin antenna. Coming to the rear of the Q7, you have LED taillights with LED turn signal indicators. Really good looking taillights here. And then you also do have rear reflectors and a rear window wiper with a rear window defroster, as well as an LED third brake light. At the bottom, you also do have dual exhaust tips with rear parking sensors. EPA estimates, like I said, are 19 in the city and 25 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $63,475. Of course, all of your basic power necessities, power windows, power door locks, and your power mirrors. And they do power folds. Build quality and materials are exquisite inside of the Q7, which you would expect out of Audi's most expensive crossover in the world, this crossover as well. And everything feels expensive inside of here. Nothing feels particularly cheap inside of here. And I really do love these oak wood inlays that run across the whole interior. It looks really nice, and it certainly adds a little bit of contrast inside of here. Now up here you have nice soft touch materials on the upper door panel, mid door panel, as well as the armrest. The dashboard is nice and soft touch as well. Build quality is excellent, no panel gaps or anything of that nature. Interior trim and pieces fit well together and they do not creak. Overall, this is a really nice interior from Audi. Coming to the steering wheel design, love the steering wheel design of the Q7, very stylish. Coming to these controls right here, these are for your controls for the little information center right there, which I will get to in just a second. And then you have your controls for your steering wheel, and then you have your heated steering wheel button, and then you have your voice recognition, Bluetooth phone controls, all that good stuff. We also do have rain sensing windshield wipers too. And you also do have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Pretty good range of adjustment, I have to say. Not too shabby. Up here, this is where you'll also find your auto-dimming rearview mirror and
Audi pilotless vehicles have conquered highways, mountains, and racetracks. And now, much of that same advanced technology is found in the new Audi A4,
sliding shade for your panoramic sunroof.
with one notable difference.
What's pretty cool is that you can have the sunroof open on the shade.
The all-new Audi A4 with available traffic jam assist.
Definitely gives the cabin a much more airy feel inside of here. Seating comfort is excellent in the Q7, and the side bolstering is great on this vehicle. I would certainly take a long
How easy is it to connect with friends with Corolla's standard Bluetooth functionality?
What would you like to do?
Call Jeff.
That support is excellent.
Dude, it was bath
And
time.
Nice and plush too. As far as visibility goes in the Q7, visibility is pretty good, not too shabby.
How can you enjoy Corolla's stylish design even more?
And I love this little quarter window right here. It does give a little bit more visibility inside of here. And then the A-pillars are very thin. Seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy too. And seeing out of the rear, it is okay back there, but it's there are
Hi everyone, Scott Smith
Down
at Rusnak
here you'll find
BMW in
dual cup holders,
southern
a little storage
sunny
compartment,
California.
and a 12-volt power outlet.
So
This
here
is
we go. We've
also
got a
your
2016
touchpad for the Audi
320. This is my
MMI interface,
first
which I'll get to in
video
just a second.
on the
These are
320
controls
model
for the
of the
interface
3
as
Series
well.
lineup. Wanted to
Coming
pick
down
out
here,
kind
you
of a
have another
nice
little
color
storage
here. We got the
compartment.
Melbourne red
And then,
metallic with the black
this is where
interior,
your
and it's
phone
got the
storage is.
sport package. Now there's been a lot of great upgrades with the 2016 model. Now right off the bat, check out the daytime running lights on this 320. It's got its own design. As you can see, there's two of them. Nice little slits there. So with the 328 and 340, they've actually got a different design. So it does have its own exclusive daylight running lights, and they are LEDs. The fog lights are LEDs. And then the whole lower part of the bumper has got its own unique design too, compared to the 328 and the 340, because they do have some of the sport line. But this lower part of the bumper through here, from what I've really noticed, is its own unique look for the LCI design, or upgrade I should say, which is a life cycle impulse. So what I call it, definitely a very nice refresh on the vehicle. Now most of the metal and stuff on the car has stayed the same as the previous model, but BMW's done some really cool upgrades. Now the wheel will come standard with a 17-inch wheel. Now this is the upgraded 18-inch wheel with the sport package for the 320i.
This button right here,
let's go ahead and move to the back.
into the dash if you don't want to see the screen at all.
Now some of the upgrades they've done with the LCI is, you'll see right here, this section right in here, a little bit of a new design, a little more of a broader stance, just make it look a little meaner. And then you'll just see on the other side, and one thing that everybody's been really excited about is the new LED rear tail lights. Look phenomenal at night. Down in the basement parking structures, definitely have just some serious brightness to them. So one thing to mention, okay?
This is your main
One thing on the
screen,
front too,
and then
guys, I
you
wanted to
can
mention
scroll
with the new
between all
LCI
the different menus on the
is
main menu.
you've got a wider
And this is
stance
how
up
you
front
scroll
too,
this little
with the
dial here.
wind tunnels there. For the wheel well disturbance, they've gotten a little bigger,
graphics
and
on
this
the
whole
system
section
are
through here has been
beautiful.
upgraded with the
And then coming to
16.
vehicle, this is for your
Okay.
Audi Drive Select, or you can
Let's go inside with
control the
Vanessa.
different driver selectable modes
Hi,
by
Vanessa.
Hi guys.
These two buttons right
Just
here.
want to show you some of
And you
the
have your
manual
off-road
seat
mode,
functions.
A comfort mode for
Just over
everyday
your,
use, and then
under
dynamic,
your right knee,
individual,
you can
and then
push
auto
back
too.
and forth.
Let's get
Okay.
back to the main menu.
You have this
Also,
handle
what I
here
do
that'll
love
lift
about
you
this
up and
system
down.
is that
Yeah,
they
so we have
do
height
a little
adjustment,
back
guys, or you
button
can
on
drop the
touchpad
seat.
here, which
And
is
then this one
very
here will
convenient.
just be your back
Coming to
support.
sound,
Adjust
you
the
can
back
change your
support.
sound
Okay,
settings.
and then what's nice
From
with
the
this,
treble
guys, is
bass,
it is
the
the
subwoofer,
sport seat.
balance fader,
So Vanessa, we
sound
also
effects.
have.
We also do
The
have
lazy boy.
Yeah, there you go. So you can tilt back, guys. Really nice.
And it is
Also
Bose,
with the sport seat, you get a
is
power
optional.
adjustment
It's like an
on the width of
$1,100
the seat.
option.
So you can
Coming
make
to
it
radio
narrower,
right here.
more support, or if you want a little wider, a little bit more relaxed. Cool, Vanessa, let's jump out. We'll show them the back seat. Now guys, Vanessa's 5 foot without the heels, so we know in the 3 Series she's going to have plenty of space, as you can see here.
And you also do have
And then
HD
another
radio,
upgrade
all
for
that
the
good
16 model was the silver trim
This
around
is
the
actually a
vents
much
there.
better
And
interface, and it's more
Also,
easy to
you've got the
operate
accent
than
here
their
with
past
the
generation
window button.
Audi MMI
Cool, Vanessa,
interface.
let's jump out.
Of course, you can hook up
Let's
your
show 'em the
Bluetooth phone
trunk.
and all of that good stuff. And
Cool,
then your
guys,
different
12
media
cubic
sources.
feet of storage
Do
in
include
here.
Bluetooth streaming audio,
As you can see,
USB
there's no
port with
fold-down
iPod
seat standard in a
integration,
320,
and
but
then
it is
auxiliary
available.
inputs. Your USB ports
Underneath,
are also
we've got
located
storage.
in the center console.
Very
You have 2
nice.
USB ports down here,
Cool.
and then your
Let's move to the
auxiliary
front,
inputs.
Vanessa. I'll meet you up there. I'll go pop the hood for us.
Coming back to the main menu.
Guys, popping the hood, just pull this twice.
Telephone,
1,
you hook
2
up your Bluetooth
of the
phone,
newer
you can have all
BMWs,
the
at least from the
contacts
last couple
stored on
years.
here, and view your recent
Cool,
calls and
guys.
have it in a
Check
little
it out.
pad.
There's our turbocharged 4-cylinder. Cool,
Then you have your
Vanessa.
navigation.
Thanks for your help. See ya.
And then
Cool.
you can
Okay,
enter
guys,
your
this is a
address
2-liter
by
4-cylinder.
manually
It
putting
is
in, or
a
you can do it by the touchpad,
twin
which is
scroll
pretty cool.
turbocharged
And now
engine.
I'm gonna
It's
do-
got 180 horses at
it
5,000
recognizes it.
RPMs,
Pretty cool there.
and
Or
you've
you
got
can do it by
200
voice.
foot-pounds of torque starting at
Now, the
1250
map quality
RPMs.
is beautiful
Now 0 to
in the
60, guys,
Q7.
is 4 points.
Great
Excuse
rendering
me.
and graphics here. And
Don't
you
we
also
wish?
have live traffic that shows you your points of
7.1,
interest.
0 to
This
60. Now, the
map
one
is
thing I do
also
have to tell
borrowed
you
from
guys,
Google Earth,
please,
which
if
is
you
cool.
have a chance, go drive this car.
Nicely
Because
done.
I know on
You can
paper
also change
7.1,
different
and that
map
is pretty
views as
quick.
well.
Now remember,
Shows you your traffic
I've always told my
messages.
clients,
And to zoom in and out on the map,
you know,
just do it by this dial
speed
right
is a
here.
perception. So go test drive it, have some fun. I mean, a car
Go
could have
to the
100
main
horsepower,
menu.
but if you
You have
think
your
it's
Audi
fast,
Connect.
that's all that matters.
And this is for
okay?
all your
So
services,
please,
like your live
test
weather.
drive this car.
And it shows
Now, the
you
one thing that
fuel
is nice with
prices,
it is
online
you do
news,
get
city
the
events,
sport
flight
button
information, parking
and the Eco Pro
information,
settings on here.
Google Earth,
So if you want a
Twitter,
little bit more
you also have your
attitude,
Wi-Fi
you
media
can
player.
definitely turn on the sport button.
Lots of stuff
You
with
do
the
have the
Audi Connect.
8-speed Steptronic
And
transmission,
then right here, you also
which
have your
has a
Audi smartphone
efficient drive
interface.
mode,
This is for
basically
your
regular drive.
Apple CarPlay,
You can
as
pull
well
it
as your
towards you,
Google
goes
Android
into a
Auto,
sport
so you can
automatic,
hook
or you
up
can do the
your
shifting
smartphone
yourself.
onto the system,
So,
and
with the
pretty much
Steptronic
gives
mode.
you
So you can have a
the-
lot of
your
great
whole
attitude
smartphone
and
interface on
performance
the system,
adjustment on
which
this
is pretty
car
cool.
with the transmission and the
you
sport
also
button.
do
Now
have your
guys,
settings.
the sport button
Change
does
many different settings from
the
language,
throttle
the date and
response
time,
and then tightens
unit
up the
of
steering to give
measurement,
you a little better
your
road
display
feel.
brightness,
So that way you could have the
connection
transmission in
manager.
sport mode,
You also do have
you can
the
have the
speech,
throttle in a sport
dialogue
mode,
system.
and then
You
also
can
the
change your
steering.
factory settings.
And then this does come with M Sport
different
suspension
settings
with
that
your
you can
sport
change
package
on
on
the
the
MMI
320, so
interface
that's
here.
really nice.
Then you have
Let's
your
go over the
system
sticker
maintenance
really
too.
quick on this car. So you can see
Overall, the
2016,
Audi
you can see the
MMI
base price
interface
there.
is one of the
Metallic paint, there's your
best
sport package.
interfaces in the
18-inch
business, one
wheels,
of the
sport
best
seat, sport
infotainment
steering wheel,
systems,
and
it's
you get the
pretty
anthracite
user-friendly
headliner.
once you get used to it.
You can
and
see
once
all
you
the
get
other
hang of
standard
it.
equipment.
And it's a
And then this one we've
beautifully
upgraded with the
designed
satellite
system.
radio, which includes a year's worth of
Now
service.
coming to the gauges
so there's your
and the
price,
instrument
US
cluster,
dollars.
we have your tachometer on the left as well as your coolant temperature.
You guys can pause
and
this
then your
anytime you
speedometer
want
as
if you
well
want
as
to
your
read
fuel
some of the
gauge.
details.
And the
Great
center right
gas
there, this is
mileage,
your information
24
center.
and
Shows you your
36,
fuel range,
average of
average
28.
MPG, as well as your
And you can
average
see
speed.
this one was built
gives
in
you your long-term memory. And then
now, one thing I
you
want to
have
mention,
your
we know with the
warning messages,
higher
that it
class
shows on the
cars like
system.
this, the European
And then
cars,
you can
they
hook
do
up your Bluetooth
recommend
phone. When you hook up your Bluetooth
91
phone, it shows you
octane,
any
but as
recent
you can
calls
see
or
right
anything
here,
like that.
for
Shows
the
you
US
any phone is
market,
connected. And then you have
91
notes right
or
here.
please do not
And
go
then it
below
gives you a little
89
mini map too,
octane.
shows
So
you turn by
that
turn
is our middle
directions, which is
grade
pretty
gas
nice.
here.
And then
So
down below
just
right
wanted
there,
to
this
mention
is for your
that
odometer,
if pricing
your
takes
digital
off
clock,
again, or
shows
for
you
whatever
what
reason,
mode you're in for your Audi Drive
BMW
Select,
recommends
and then
91, but
also
do not
shows
go
you
below
your
89.
exterior temperature readout
Got a
too, and
good
what
sized
you're in.
glove box.
Pretty nice. And
You
I
can
love
see
the
here we've got
rendering
the
and
silver
graphics
trim
of
in
this
here,
LCD screen
which is
right
really
here.
nice. The silver matte trim, which
Now, as
gives a
far
nice
as
sporty
front
look.
occupant room goes, there's lots of it. There's
Guys,
lots
you
of
got
headroom in
now
this
cup
vehicle,
holders,
lots of
45-degree
legroom,
water bottle
and I
cup
have
holders,
lots of room to
you know, a
spread
sealed
out, and I
drink
found
that you
a
can put
very
in the
comfortable
door.
driving position.
And then
This
you've
vehicle,
also got the
about
accent
6
here
feet
for the
tall.
2016. So
way the
now one thing we
Q7
mentioned
drives,
about
the
that sport
Q7
package
has
on
a
a
very
320, it
smooth
does come with the
and
anthracite
comfortable
headliner.
ride.
So you
And
get
it's
nice,
actually whisper
meaner
quiet
look inside the
of
car, a
here,
little more of a
especially
sporty
at
setup.
highway speeds. Now,
Oh,
the
one thing to
Q7
mention about the
isn't
sport
as
seats
engaging
too,
to
guys,
drive
we
as
do have the
BMW
extension
X5
up
or
front
the Range
too.
Rover Sport.
So a little bit more
However, it still
hamstring
feels
support.
Pretty precise around corners and pretty
Let me get
nimble.
over to the driver's side.
And I'd say it's much better to drive than the
Looks like we got the
Acura
clouds moving in
MDX.
today. Awesome color, this metallic red, the Melbourne.
Right. And let's go ahead and shut
There's
down
your rear
the Q7.
LED
Let's go and check
lights
out the
for
rest of the
you.
vehicle.
Get that thing to focus. 18-inch wheels. All right.
Do you have a power
You guys know one of my favorites is the steering wheel. So you do get the
Now,
M Sport steering wheel here. Really nice feel, which goes all the way up into, you know, the 328, 340s, the 4 Series, 5 Series, all the way up the line. So it's really nice. You can see the M badge there. That means the Motorsport division designed this steering wheel for this car. There's your gauges for you, easy to read. Now, one thing to mention, guys, the auto start stop button. A lot of people have questions about that in the United States. Remember, the auto start stop feature has been out for a really long time. You know, it was incorporated into hybrids and stuff over a decade ago. So really, just thinking about some of the old school thoughts about the auto start stop, guys, you do not have to worry about that. We've had it out since 2012. It's a great way to save gas. Also, less emissions coming out of the pipe. So just less footprint on the planet. So please, get a BMW or any of the other cars out there. Just wanted to remind you, try out the auto start stop for a month. I tell my clients to do that. Just let it do it. So every time you come to a stop at a light, if all conditions are correct, the car will go into a ready mode, which you'll see right here, which turns off the engine. Everything else will keep running up to a particular amount of time. You know, if you sit too long, the car will monitor everything and will turn automatically back on. Now, one thing about it, with our car, your foot is on the brake. As soon as you start to lift off that brake, the engine is going to come back on. So there is no hesitation from the brake to the gas pedal with this, guys. Try it for 30 days. It's just going to be like everything else new in the car. Okay. One thing to mention about the LCI, the LCI on the 2016, you've got the black shiny chrome across here, which is really nice accents. You've got the nice chrome accents here, pearlescent chrome on the handles. And then also one thing I definitely did notice one night is we do have that ambient lighting that actually is around here at night. So it's a nice, just nice look, a nice high quality design they did on here. Also, you see here during the day, the numbers have gone to a white number color instead of the orange. Now the orange will come back at night when the headlights are on, so it's not as bright, not as distracting. You've got your 1 through 8 shortcut buttons here, which are great. Run your finger across them and they show up on the top of the screen.
We're here in Napanee, Indiana, the home of Newmar.
Definitely very nice.
Take
you
a
can
look
set
at
them
the
for phone numbers,
2017
things like that. You know, radio station, obviously satellite, things like that. Even a shortcut to somewhere in the iDrive system.
One of the brand new features we did this year is
the
electronic stability control.
iDrive
and what
screen.
that's going to do is use
and
the
one thing that is nice,
chassis system
you have Bluetooth the standard on these, but also
the
streaming audio.
So as we step back around the new Essex for 2017, I think one of the first things you're going to notice is the new
so that's nice,
HWH
guys. That's
hydraulic
included.
step.
So
very sturdy
phones,
step system.
Apps,
it's very strong.
Play your music.
Doesn't give a lot of flex.
Nice
thing is it goes right in, it slides right in, slides right out. So there's not a lot of moving parts
here. It's
to it.
dynamic.
So we think it's going to
control.
really help you and
so
last a long time and really be trouble-free for
So one thing I did try out years ago,
one of the new features we're going to talk about is right inside the doorway is going to be your battery disconnect now. So you don't have to climb all the way into the coach, go to the overhead, and turn the coach on and off. You can do it from right here.
We're talking about tight corners, maybe 20 miles per hour.
So one of the things we always talk about in the Essex,
so what was cool is you come into that turn hot like that, the car notices right away, the car starts to lean. When this body starts to lean, that cruise control
really
automatically puts on the brakes, slows me down to go through the turn, and then goes back to my speed limit that I had set up.
That's all
so
just trying
it's kind of neat. Or God forbid on the freeway, you're in cruise control and something happens and you have to make an emergency maneuver. This car instantly starts to lean. The cruise control is already slowing the car down if your foot's not on the brake. So
look at the amount of storage above and below that. I think one of the most important things is look how tall that is, how easy it is to get everything inside.
There's more of the accents, guys, right there, around there.
So this is the optional exterior entertainment center. Very high up, so you can sit out and entertain a lot of your friends.
You got your iDrive controller. Now that transmission setting I was talking about.
It's the
pull back.
LED,
there's regular
TV,
drive,
high definition.
and then there's your sport automatic. Now you'll see in the dash there, it says S1.
What you've got is
so
a
you're still in the automatic, but it'll show you the gears.
Selector.
Then all you have to do, push forward,
goes
right into manual 1.
Or I can
tap it back, goes into 2.
Much easier.
Now watch what happens. I go to 3. Nope, sorry.
So as we step back through a little bit further on the door side of the coach,
so
you're going to have
great system. You can do that at any speed at any time and just push back.
On the other side of the coach.
So you can do that really easy. In here, guys, we got the plug-in. So if you want to charge the phone, you got the aux.
Just trying to save time, energy, and just make it more comfortable.
They did a great job on the cup holders.
As we step back through,
then you do
we're going to be
have
on a Spartan K3 chassis on this particular coach. That gives you the service center back here. It gives you the air dryer, fuel filter,
also, you can
chassis batteries, your battery
also
disconnect.
the chargers out here. In case you
so this particular coach has the Spartan option on it. And what that does, it gives you the auxiliary
one thing that was kind of cool that I learned with this
transmission,
electronic transmission controller here,
so when you
is that you could be in drive,
into there and
you could be over in sport mode, you go ahead and turn the car
right into here. Went to a 20,000-pound towing capacity. So that's great this year to really tow your stacker trailers.
So it's just
one of the neat things we also did this year is you have an optional plug-in for your cameras. If you have a stacker trailer with cameras on it, you can plug it right into the system. When you're driving down the road, you can now see that at the dash radio or the dash camera up front.
10 years now with the car.
So it really helps you tie all that into the system.
If you have an accident,
one of the other features you're going to see when we go around the front is we also have a 30-amp plug if you want to tie that stacker trailer into that. If you had washer, dryers, refrigerators, you can plug it right in if you didn't have access to plug somewhere else.
If there is no response, they will be sending out.
So as we step back around the driver's side of the coach, again, you're going to see the egress door from the rear bathroom units. Real easy access if there's ever an emergency in the coach. You're going to have the DEF tank that we talked about, the DEF off-door side fill. And then you're going to have a much larger sewage.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get outside.
So when you use sewer hose, put that right in there. It's much larger, easier to access.
Thanks for watching. Hey, share the video
around to the water compartment. You're going to notice a little bit different.
If you got any questions or looking for a car, go to the About section of my channel. Send me an email.
And what that means
Melbourne Red Black Interior Sport Package 2016 320i.
And still have
Thanks
water
for watching.
Everywhere else in the coach. One of the things you're going to notice is how easy everything is laid out. It's so easy to get in here and read everything, and we just try to make it easy for the customer and customer friendly. This is going to again have that RV SantaCon, the turbo system.
Technology
so it's going to be a much larger tube.
It's
going to twice as much as we did last year.
The all-new Audi
A4, our next compartment forward
integration
is going to be your power cord compartment. Again, you see that slipper hinge, that door dropping down. Pretty unique when we come to the Essex product and the King Air product. You're going to have a generator start switch in here. So if you're going to disconnect the coach, one of the neat things is you can start the generator, not have to worry about power inside the coach.
Focused on you.
When we were in the back of the coach, we talked about the 30-amp plug-in for your stacker vehicle. So if you pulled into a campground and you only had one plug-in for your coach, you can now plug your stacker vehicle into here and not have to worry about power into that if you had whatever you had in there, washers, dryers, air conditioners, or whatever you had. This is your Oasis heat system. This is your hydronic heat system and your hot water system. 50,000 BTU, unlimited hot water. Really nice system. It's very quiet, very comfortable inside the coach. You don't get hot and cold spots. Just a great system. Our customers are very, very happy with it. Hi, my name is Ken Williamson with Newmark Corporation. We're going to step into the
here in Napanee, Indiana, and I get the distinct privilege of introducing the brand new 2017 King Air.
It's going to slide right on out. Easy access to everything inside the basement. This Essex is going to be an all-electric coach. So it's going to have the standard 12.5 Onan quiet diesel generator. And then it's going to have the optional AGM batteries. So it's going to have 8 AGM batteries in here. One of the things you're going to notice we've done on the London Air Essex King Air, we've got the new hydraulic step system. Once we step forward into the front of the coach, again, we talked about one of the great features about this step, 20,000 pound axle on the front of that. If you just tap that, if it hits something, one thing we really want to automatically feel the side of the coach. It's not going to run anything over. Our masterpiece finish will really compare to anybody. It also, if you were pulled up when you're walking around, you're not going to feel stop when it hits that ridges between the colors. So it's not going to extend. That's a cut and go back in. So it makes it really easy to get in and out. So it's just a tremendous looking coach. So a couple of really neat features we also did is right inside the door here is your battery here that has a frameless window. I don't have to climb into the coach to turn everything off. Give you a great view inside. It just matches everything and makes it look on the King Air, just like the Essex and the London Air this year. You're going to have the electronic stability control. Let's step inside and give you a great feel for that coach when you're going down a dangerous situation. You're going too fast around an on-ramp. This is a Navara interior. It's going to use the braking system, the Jake brake, and the air subtle changes to really help you keep control that really nice features, and that's called electronic stability control. You're also going to have the Cummins sound system, diagnostic system, tremendous sound system. So you can subscribe to that. So anytime you had a code come up on your dash, it's going to automatically notify them. Cummins will contact you and tell you you just need to change your oil, you need to get information service, and they can tell you whatever it is. It's much easier to access. It's a lot lower, so as we walk back through, you're really going to notice some changes on this coach, and that gave us the ability to do that because we customized that Star Foundation just for the consolidate everything and just make it much more functional inside the coach. So you have your optional power pressure washer here, and then you've got huge storage areas. Just put anything you want. Hand finished. As you notice, we're going to start stepping back through. Very similar to last year. You're going to maintain your 200-gallon fuel tank, which is a huge benefit to our customers. The Mountain Air. You're going to have our power pass-through storage. Hydraulic. You're going to have that huge height in there. So two great. So you got a lot of benefit of the storage. You're going to have this choice of. Then you're going to have another power pass-through on the Essex this time, and it's going to be a little bit smaller than it was last year. But we're going to gain that in other places. Hydraulic. So now what we've done, you got your power pass-through goes both ways over here. So your next compartment, sit down in here, is going to be your exterior refrigerator freezer. Huge windshield. And it's going to be mounted sideways and goes back to front. So now what we've done is, especially when we get to the other side, back into the coach, we've really configured this completely new. Your hydronic seat, if you look at them, it's going to be right behind that. And then you're going to see some of the benefits on the other side. So as we step back to the next compartment, this is going to be completely different from the other years. It's just absolutely. What we've done here, we've got a slide tray. We talked about the new faces. And what's really neat this year is going to put completely different design on the sides. This is going to be an all-electric coach. So you've got your LED lighting on the inside. And what's really neat on the benefit of doing this is it's taking the weight off the front end of the coach, giving you a much better drive going down the road. You don't get it so much. Really balancing this coach, and that was the whole idea of going to the Star Foundation. Absolutely. So as we continue around on the door side of the coach, you're going to see your 15-gallon DEF tank fill. This is the 45. Again, like everything else we did last year, you got DEF fill on both sides of the coach. This is a Spartan chassis, so you're going to have the Spartan service center. You're going to have your air dryer, your fuel filter, your batteries, your chassis disconnects. Very comfortable. You're also going to have air release. So on the 4553 floor plan, so we step around the back side of the coach. I think the first thing you're going to notice is gorgeous Sony LED TV. You've got all LED tail lights, everything. You've got a real high brake light up here. It's just a tremendous look. But not only is it a great looking coach, it's very functional. And that passenger seat has that desk area you can work out. Okay, so a lot of those same features we talked about in the other products are going to be standard on the King Air also. 20,000 pound towing capacity. Then you're going to have your auxiliary air system, so you can tie into that the coach vehicle, the tow vehicle you've got with you. You've also got the option for the camera select for your, if you had a stacker trailer, you can hook those cameras into the coach and see those on the front doors underneath there. And what we did, one of the new things you're going to see this year, if you see this camera right here, this has got a 360 panoramic view of the coach now. So when I'm sitting driving down the road and I'm sitting in the driver's seat, it almost looks like I have a camera 20 or 30 feet above the coach, and I can see 2 lanes on either side of the coach. Again, like we did on a lot of the other products this year, a really neat feature. So if a car's coming in there, somebody's walking by there, so when you're not really neat new feature you can set up on your dash in the front of the coach, because we've got a completely new digital dash. I'm excited to show you a cutting board on the back side of it. Let's step on the door side of the coach. And then this induction
again, we
cooktop
talked about
lifts
that battery
completely out of there,
access
and
tray
you
now.
can take
So
it
you have
outside
those
and use it.
16-coach
So if
batteries,
you're
which are
cooking
really
fish or something,
heavy.
you don't want it
And we
inside
got
the
those
coach,
off the
or you're
front
just
axle of the
entertaining
coach, making it a
outside,
much better
this
riding
just
coach.
unplugs,
This is going to
completely
access.
lifts
I can
out and
slide
takes
it out this
outside.
way, and I can access.
So it's just a
8
really
batteries,
neat new
slide
feature.
it out the other way, and access
again, when
the
that's
other 8
down
batteries.
there, so now I can slide things across there.
Then I
and I'm
step
not
forward
wasting
into my
any of
water
that space
compartment.
sticking up above here.
Very similar to what
This
it's
has
been
got the
before. I've got the
optional
Manablock
Fisher
plumbing
Paykel
system. It's
dishwasher.
fully insulated
It's
with the
a great
optional
Fisher
turbo
dishwasher.
system now with
And
the,
again,
the
one of the
turbo
things I wanna show you is the
Sanacon
abundance
system.
of storage
Going to
and
pump
the
twice as
functional use of
fast.
storage throughout the coach.
But this is one of the best laid
we
out,
step back
easiest
through,
to use
again, you're just gonna
compartments, I
have
believe, in the
cabinets and
industry.
drawers,
It's
everything's
just
everywhere
everything's
we can
there,
put 'em.
easy to get to, easy to function.
And
So as we step to the
Essex,
next
if you
compartment,
remember,
a lot of
what
this
you're
is
gonna
going
have
to
is
be
all
completely
dovetail
different than what you're
construction.
used to.
So
This
all
is your
your
power
cabinetry
cord
in the Essex
compartment.
King Air is gonna be
You're
the
going to have that
dovetail
option for that
construction. This
30
really
amp
just
plug
steps
for
it
the
up a
tow
notch
vehicle
from
if
all
you're going to
the
use
products that
that.
are out there.
But some of the neat things you're going to see, if we've
This
taken those
particular
inverters
coach
that were out
has
in
the
front
Euro booth
before
dinette.
and tucked them
So
into
you've
this
got the
compartment
recliners
here.
in the front, the
So
Euro
it
booth
really
dinette.
gives you easy
So
access
you've got
to this
storage
and gives
underneath
us a
both
lot more
sides
storage toward the
that
front of
will
the coach.
pull out.
Now, one of the
You've got a
huge
10-inch
benefits of
leaf
being
goes
able to
in there
move
and
those
2 more
batteries to
chairs.
the back,
So again, just trying
now
to be
you
very,
have
very
a
functional.
huge open storage compartment here. So all the things you
some of
need
the
to be able
feedback
to
we
store
received from our
inside here,
customers is they wanted to be
great
able to read
access
the
to
light
easy
panels a
storage
lot
right
easier.
inside here.
So
even though it's completely
upgraded the
different,
lighting
we
behind
believe you've
there,
actually gained some
made
storage
the
on this
font
coach
much
with this
bigger
chassis.
and much more bold.
And that's why we're really
So it's a
excited
lot
about the
easier to read
drive,
that,
the
especially during
functionality,
the day.
and what we
And
were
those are
able to
throughout all
access
the
with the
diesel
basement
products that would
on
have
going to the
touch pads.
K3 GT chassis.
So as we step back through, you'll see the new decorative panel on the refrigerator wall. That's a solid wood piece and it's absolutely beautiful. And one of the things you really want to notice.
So as
again,
we
there's
walk
a lot
around the
subtle
exterior of the
changes
coach,
in
I think
Essex.
I've shown you a lot of new
Completely
things between
different,
the front caps,
fascia
the rear
panels.
caps, the chassis,
When you go to the front and the
electronic
back on the
stability,
side
all the
fascias,
good
and I'll
stuff.
show you back
Wait
here,
till we get
it's
inside and
gonna
I show
have
you
a
all the stuff
completely
in there because
different
there's a
look
lot
inside, the
more to
lighting
show you.
inside
Come
there.
on in.
And not so much on the sable wood, but the high gloss ginger glaze or
Welcome
the
to the
caramel glaze.
inside of the
You're actually going to have a
2017
burled
King
wood inside. I
there.
really don't know where to start because there's so much.
This is your
new stuff to
Whirlpool
talk
refrigerator
about.
freezer.
You've got
It's got the bottom freezer and
new
big open
new
storage
grab handle coming
and
in.
we step into the pantry area.
New design.
And again, anytime you're going to do
everything
a deep cabinet
see is
on
really
the
gonna
Essex
be
Mountaineer London Air, you're going to have
double
a
stitch
LED
dash,
lights
got
that
the
come
leather
on,
look and feel.
and so it's just
a
easier to see
tremendous
everything,
high-quality
get
and
everything
look.
very, very functional.
But I think the biggest
one of the
thing
neat
you're
things
gonna
about
notice is that front
the big
dash.
pantries like this,
It is
these drawers are
completely
all
different.
adjustable.
You
So I
got
can
to put them in any height I
12.1
want.
silver leaf.
So as we step back into the
digital dash.
mid-bath area, new
then you're
handles
going to
here,
have two
and again a
10-inch
much
monitors
sturdier hinge
next to
here,
it.
so you're not going to get
So
that
you're going to have your
movement in the
camera
door. It's
system,
going to be
your
much more
navigation
solid.
system, your
A
radio.
lot of the
all
coaches
gonna
will
be
have a
so
completely
easy to
different look
control
on the
and
inside,
touch
so
and
we've done
use.
different wall boards.
And then with your
but
dash,
absolutely
it's
beautiful
controllable.
backsplash,
You can
very
program it
functional
how you
kitchen
want
or
it to show,
mid-bath.
how you want it to look.
So we
It's
close
got
that
some
up
really
and see a
cool
lot of
features.
new lighting features and everything
So you can
throughout.
go in here and this
so now
is
we're
your
going to step
standard
into the bedroom
configuration.
area.
It's going to give you everything you want to see.
53.
Your
So
miles
some
per
of the
gallon,
things
your
we did in
RPMs,
here
your turbo,
is
your
completely
transmission,
again
your volts,
the different
and then on the
fascias,
bottom,
but a
third of
completely
the
new
screen,
face
you
or
can
headboard,
monitor anything you really want
gorgeous
to
look and
inside
design.
One
and
of
just
the
like the
cool
King Air
things
last
you've
year,
got
we
now
put the
is what's
wireless
called
charging pad
perimeter
for your
view,
cell
the
phone on each
360
side.
perimeter view.
So we moved it from
And
the
I'm gonna
side
do
over
that,
here,
and
put them
on
on
the
each
front
side of
dash,
the bed.
It's
Anywhere you're
going
going
to
to have it,
looks
you're
like a
also going to have
camera
a
with
20 or 30
USB
feet
110
over
plug
on
on
each
top
side
of the coach.
also.
So I can
very
see
functional,
2
very
lanes to the
user-friendly.
left, 2 lanes to the right,
like we've
in
done
front
in
of
the
the back
past
of the
few
coach.
years.
We've
You're gonna
always
have
had
your
the
controls
passenger
for your
side
light
navigation
switches and
system.
everything up underneath
And
here.
what we've done
Just
is
makes
we've
it
taken
much
from that
easier to
front
get to
overhead,
and
which
use
is still
inside
on
the
the
coach.
Essexon product,
But again,
and we
this
moved
is
it
the
to
Navarre
here.
interior, absolutely gorgeous.
One of the cool things you're also going to have
Again, you're going to have the
on the
40-inch
King Air,
Sony
you're not going
LED
to have the
TV
VORAD
in here.
anymore. You're going to have
And
a
one of the
collision
things we forget
mitigation
to talk
system.
about all the time
So you're
is
going to
the,
have
Silverleaf system,
on guard.
how easy that
and what
is to
that's going
use,
to do,
how
it's
functional
actually
it is.
going to,
In
the
the,
VORAD's a
Mountaineer
great
Up,
system
you're
and it
gonna have
warns
the
you and it'll
panel up
slow you
front
down if
and in the
someone's
back of the
slowing down
coach.
in front of
So
you.
I don't have to go to the
This
front of the
collision
coach to change the
mitigation
air
system will
conditioning actually use the brake system and start stopping you if something's in front of you. So if a coach or a car or something stops in front of you, it's going to warn you and then start actually using the brake system.
The only coach in the industry that has tile.
We've always had in the last 2 years or last year and a half, we've had your charging pads. So what we've done is just made it a lot more convenient, laid it right up on the dash right there. What's really cool is that it's going to charge my phone, but it's on a no-stick pad or no slide pad, so it doesn't move around. So even though it looks like it's going to slide off, it's really not. It was designed really, really great.
It gives you that open feel, residential feel inside here.
But you notice when we open the door, the LED lights come on just like they did last year. But we modified this whole cabinet. We brought everything down lower, so it's much easier to access. Your washer and dryer all the way in the back. So again, you're going to have your Silverleaf system like we had in the last few years. Again, so it's really easy to get to function. You're going to have your diagnostics. So rather than telling the customer or telling a service tech, when you get to the back, generator started at 2 in the morning. All he has to do is plug in here, and the Silverleaf is going to be a troubleshooting system and tell him exactly what's going on all the way across the back of the coach. So it's really going to save you time. Adjustable shelves on this side, again, it could move them any height. And then again on the back side, again, hanging all the way across with double hanging on. Okay, so as we step back through, this is a new 4584 floor plan. And what that does for us, it gives us a mid-coach 49-inch 4K TV, just like we had last year. One of the neat things is the bedroom TV, the outside TV, and the front overhead TV, optional front overhead, are also going to be the 43-inch 4K beautiful rear bath. You're going to have the radius cabinets. But as we come through, tremendous amount of storage inside. Side opening sofa. Use of storage. So it's going to have the new gel mattress. Great job on that. Really comfortable. But it's open sideways, and then you're going to have a matching jackknife Corian bowls that match the countertop. And what we've done, if you notice, modified a lot of our floor plans in the last couple of years had the televator. There's a couple minutes inside the 2017. By doing the televator, I hope you like great feature. We're real excited about it. It made the coach a little bit tighter when you're going down the road with the slides in. 1-800. With this floor plan, we open that back up. Put the TV in the middle of the coach. Thank you very much. You got an optional fireplace underneath it, but it really, when the coach is all closed up, you still have a tremendous amount of room to walk through here. So a nice new feature this year is you got the motion sensor enable switch.
We're visiting this morning at Hyundai Newport. John, our session, you've
I
got
would
some
walk
big
through the
news
coach,
about
and this
Genesis
would sense
for
me
our
walking
viewers.
through.
We do,
and
John.
my
It's always
courtesy
good to
lights
see
in the
you
floor
and be able to
would
speak
come on
with you and your
automatically.
viewers. Genesis is going to be
One of the really
launching
neat
its
things
own
is we
brand
step
of
back into the
vehicles.
kitchen area,
The
you're going to
first of
notice
which
it's a
will
flush
arrive this
cooktop.
summer.
So we've gone
the
to the
G90.
optional, when you do
It
the
was the
optional
Equus
induction
previously.
cooktop, that's going to sit down
Should
inside of here.
arrive around,
So when you're not using it,
midsummer,
you can set
July.
your panels
So we're
over there,
excited about
or you can
bringing,
use one side or the other
what we
and still
provide
have
in
flush
services,
countertop. So
to
it gives you a
support
tremendous amount of
that
more
line,
countertop.
the
And what's
G90
really cool
and the
now
Genesis
is this
brand.
entire system,
And
you
with
can
the Hyundai
unplug
technology
this,
that
pick it
they're
up
putting
and
in
take
the
it outside
Genesis,
and put it
they're
on
also
your
putting it in the Hyundais
picnic
as well,
table and
right?
use it outside
That's
there.
the most amazing
So then
part
put that
about
back on
Hyundai
there
is they,
and still use it for storage or whatever you
all
want to
the
do, place your
technology
food
they
or whatever
have
on top of here.
in
So one of the really
top
cool new
line,
things we did.
let's say the G90
Again, with the King Air, like we've
in
always
an
done,
Elantra,
you're going to have the
or a
self-closing
Sonata,
door guides.
or a
So it
Tucson.
automatically
Tucson
closes. You
has
don't have
brake
those latches.
mitigation
You don't have any. It's just a
Sonatas
real
have
high-end
lane
touch
change
when you step
assist.
into the King Air.
Hyundai really is
One of the things you're going to
leader
notice, that
in
new farm
giving
sink.
customer
It's got a
value
beautiful
and
one-piece
putting
stainless
the
sink,
most amount of
which is
technology
just
they
huge
could
and absolutely gorgeous.
in their vehicles for
So
their customers.
completely new this year.
You mentioned
We're
the
still gonna
Elantra,
do
and
the
that's
touch
the other reason
faucets.
why we're here,
still gonna
because
do
we
all
want to
those
check
high-end
out the
features, but
redesigned
really just give it a completely
2017
different
Hyundai
look this year.
Elantra.
As we step
David
back
Brock,
through,
here
this
it
is
is,
a
the redesigned 2017
4584. Put your
Hyundai
washer and
Elantra.
dryer
It's been
up
out
in
a
the
few
front of
months
the coach.
now,
It
and
makes it very
something
easy to
tells me here
access
at
and
Hyundai
everything to
Newport you
use.
sell a
And
lot
again,
of
the
them.
Essex and the
We
King
have
Air
been.
are going to have that
Customers have
220
loved the
dryer, which is really
redesigned
important if you want to use
Elantra.
it to
It
dry a lot
offers
of
more
clothes.
safety technology, comfort
So as
for
we step
everybody
back
in the
through
family.
some of the really
It's a
cool things
great
we did this
vehicle.
year,
Our customers
we've
have
got
been
that
very happy.
hinge door
Now,
that we've done
Hyundai
for a
seems
couple
like
years.
they
We've
tried
got
to
a new
adopt
handle
the
on
front
there.
look
So what
of
it's
the
going to do is
Sonata,
it's
correct?
flush
Correct.
now, so it's
They've
gonna
gone into
give
their
you a little bit more room to
fluidic
open.
design too.
We've done a
which
much
has
heavier duty hinge on
lengthened
that
the
self-hinging
lines on the
pocket
vehicle,
door. So it's a
broadened the
real
front
easy
nose,
access
put
into
an
that
hexagonal
mid-bath.
grill that's similar in
As we
every
step into the
model
bedroom
Hyundai
area,
has created.
you're going to notice it's the
engine
same
has
layout
changed
as we
from
had last year.
2016 to
But
17.
really
We've gone
went
to
over
a
well.
2.0
Huge amount of storage you
four-cylinder
have,
engine with a
the
little bit more
49-inch
horsepower, a little bit
4K
more torque.
TV,
Has a nice
drawers everywhere.
feel as you're
It's
accelerating
just
down the road.
really, really
A little better
popular.
gas mileage?
And then
better
on
gas mileage,
what we've
especially
done
in the
here
city
is just
driving,
gave you a
we've gone up.
huge residential
On the highway, it's
look
about
and feel.
38 miles to the
And then you
gallon.
step
Combined,
over to
you're
the
gonna
other
be about
side and you've got
32.
your bedroom
So right
area.
now the Elantra
So you've
comes
got a
in
huge
an
bed, and one of the
SE
neat
and
things
the
we did
Limited.
last year
In a few
is all
months,
your fabrics
later
in the
this
King
year,
Air
it's going to
are
have
Ralph
a
Lauren fabrics.
Echo version,
So it's
which
a
is
real
going to have a
high-quality
1.6
product
liter
going in
turbo
there.
engine in it. Give you a little bit better fuel
So as
economy.
we step into the rear bathroom
Same
area,
safety features,
a lot of
but
really
no fuel
neat things to
economy.
talk about. Again,
Now,
this is
what
completely
model
different
is this we're
configuration.
looking at?
We're
You're
looking
still
at a
gonna maintain
Limited
your double
with the
sinks,
technology
a
package.
lot of
So
storage
just about
underneath.
everything the Elantra has
Like
to
we did
offer.
last year, anytime you
David,
open a
very
deep
nice.
cabinet,
Very
the
comfortable
LED
inside the
lights
new
will
Elantra. So
automatically
what makes
come
the
on.
Limited the Limited?
I don't know if
The
you noticed
Limited
it or
comes with
not,
leather
but
seating,
the lights
leather
came on when we
steering
walked
wheel,
in here.
and
There's
heated
accent
front
lights on the
and
floor.
rear
I know the
seats.
camera didn't
Wow.
catch
Yeah,
that.
it's
In an
But it's one of
Elantra.
the really
Elantra.
neat new
Yeah.
features this
power driver seat.
You got a huge ward all the way across the back of the coach.
with the
You've got
Trueless
a
in here.
design
Yeah.
shower that we
Plenty of
completely
room in
did
the front.
last year. It's a very
No doubt,
large
some
residential.
nice soft
it's got the
upgraded
Fresca shower
materials
system. So it's
throughout.
got the, you can,
We have the 7-inch
massage on your
screen,
feet,
and we
your
also
face,
have a
your
little
head, anywhere you want
information
it.
screen here.
It's a very
in the middle. What is this
residential,
going to tell the
great-looking
driver?
system.
It tells you everything you need to
One
know.
of the hard
How many
things, I know
miles
it's
left
going to
in
be
the
difficult for you
tank,
to see,
what your average
but the
fuel
entry
economy
or the
is,
egress
what
door
your
really dressed that up
instant
much
fuel
nicer
mileage
this
is,
year.
and then
So
trip
it really
A
looks
and trip B,
residential.
and then a
You can't
digital
hardly even tell it's
speedometer.
there.
So
You
you
just
can
scroll
see
right
it.
through.
Scroll right through.
Yeah.
And then it has other things that'll show you. Navigation.
That's the
on the route, your next
2017
turn's coming
King
up.
Air. I hope you
What
liked
radio
it.
station
We're
you're
really
listening
excited
to,
about
so
it.
if you have the map
So
in the
give us a
center,
call at
you can still see what you're listening to on the
800-852-1731
radio. Just
or
stuff as
visit
a
us at
driver that makes it more
newmarkcorp.com.
convenient.
We'd like to share
Now,
a lot more
this
information.
is the limited,
Thank
so
you
it
very
has
much.
the navigation. One of the great things is in all the Elantras, they have the 7-inch screen available, which even if it doesn't have nav, with the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto, your navigation from your phone will come right up there. And
Nice.
you don't have to have nav necessarily in the car.
That's the new thing, and the Elantra's got it.
Absolutely.
It can look complicated real fast, but it's
Light
I'm
that
sure
bends to your will.
It's very intuitive. The great thing about it is with all
Propelled
the
at
audio
the
stuff
speed of your
and
thoughts.
navigation, it's voice activated, so you don't have to be playing with buttons. Your hands
Character
can stay
that
on the steering
changes
wheel,
according
and
to
you
your
tell it
mood.
what you want it to do.
David, is it me, or does it seem like
Awareness
Hyundai's
of
not
all
afraid
that's
to
around
share
you.
a lot of this technology, even with the Elantra?
Yeah. That they have all this
Travel the
technology in the
world
higher
on a
models,
whim.
bring it into the Elantra and keep it at a reasonable
Give voice
price.
to
For
every little
$25,000, you're in leather seats, navigation,
Wrap yourself
unbelievable
in a symphony.
technology. It makes it an enjoyable ride.
David, what is
Create
drive
your
mode?
very own
Drive
atmosphere
mode allows you as a driver to change
to make the new
tension of
Audi
steering
A6
wheel,
Matrix.
the
We
sportiness of
didn't
the
just
vehicle.
explore
There's
your
3
emotions,
settings. One
we
is
listened
eco,
to
and
your
there's normal
mind.
and
The
sport.
new Audi
Eco
A6
gets you the
Matrix,
best mileage
engineered
possible,
intuition.
has a softer feel in the wheel. Sport lets the engine rev a little bit more, feels sporty when you're driving, and tightens.
Just when you thought we had reached the pinnacle,
steering, so you
in
have
true Audi
more sporty
tradition,
feel.
we pushed it a little
David,
bit
the
further.
Elantra's
With
terrific.
the new
How's the
Audi A6
inventory?
Matrix,
The inventory
we're
is
writing
great.
the
We
next
have a
chapter
wide selection
in an
of
excellent
colors
success
and
story.
packages. If
Listening
somebody's
to the
looking for it,
customer
we can get it.
continues to be at the
One of the
core
great
our
things about
strategy.
Hyundai of Newport is that we
Made
work
in
really
India,
closely with our
but more
customers to make them
importantly,
happy.
made for India.
I know everybody
The
says
new
that they have
Audi
great
A6
customer
Matrix
service.
includes a
We
host of
follow
features
through.
designed
We
to
have a
offer
great
best-in-class
service department.
technology
We have a
and a
great
true
sales department
luxury
who does everything to make
experience.
our customers
Whether
happy.
you're behind the wheel or in the rear seat, the new Audi A6 Matrix offers a host of features designed for your comfort and convenience. In addition to the new Matrix LED headlights, powerful new engine with S-tronic transmission and best-in-class infotainment system, the advanced MMI system offers a remote control for the convenience of the rear seat passenger. Rear seat passengers can adjust the co-driver's seat at the click of a button to get additional legroom. Continuing our dedication to safety, the new Audi A6 Matrix comes with 8 airbags, 2 of which are dedicated to the rear seat, a best-in-class feature. The new Audi A6 Matrix, designed to be more intuitive, more powerful, more efficient, and more sophisticated than ever. The new Audi A6 Matrix, it just knows.
One model car, and that might cost it to shop up to $1,000 just to do that. So what are the odds of me seeing 1 year the same car over and over? It changes constantly, so that's what it is.
In a life or death situation, every little thing counts. Your safety and well-being, your very existence are thrust into the hands of fate. A few millimeters or milliseconds could decide everything.
Every year.
And that's a scary thought, but I'm not trying to scare you, because there are people who spend their lives making those millimeters and milliseconds work in your favor. And now they've built the first inflatable air chamber that deploys moments before an accident even happens. In the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, there's a feature called Pre-Safe Impulse Side. When the car senses that a side impact is about to occur, a small chamber inside the seat inflates, gently nudging you away from the impact. It's a little movement like this that can have a huge impact on your safety. Most cars react. E-Class acts.
Who's getting that data and what are the